collecting over 20 million liters of water every year.
Hello everyone, welcome you all. I kindly request you all to please be seated. Hello everyone.
I think.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I request you all to be seated? Thank you. It gives me great privilege to welcome all of you here today. May I now request Principal Secretary, Mrs. Vani Prasad, to kindly give the welcome address.
Honorable Chief Minister, Telangana, Sri Revanth Reddy Garu, Honorable Minister for Tourism, Excise and Prohibition, Sri Jupali Krishna Rao Garu, His Excellency Prince Rahim Aga Khan Garu, and Honorable MP, Sri Ovaisi Garu, Mr. Ratish Nanda, and also Mr. Louis Monreal, Director General AKTC, and all the dignitaries who are present here, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you. It's actually my honor and privilege to welcome you to this historic occasion as we celebrate the successful completion of the Qutb Shahi Heritage Conservation Project. And today marks a milestone in our collective efforts to preserve and honor the rich cultural heritage that defines our identity and binds our community together. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister, sir, whose unwavering support and vision have been instrumental in development of our state, including tourism development and heritage preservation and conservation. I extend my sincere gratitude and appreciation to His Excellency Prince Rahim Khan Ji and his Aga Khan Trust for Culture team for their passion towards heritage and relentless efforts in making this project a reality. I also want to thank Honorable Minister for Tourism and our partners, experts, volunteers who have contributed their time, expertise, resources to ensure the success of this initiative. I also would like to thank Honorable MP for his untiring support and cooperation for these efforts in improving tourism in this area. Qutb Shahi Heritage Park Conservation Project was conceived in 2013 with the aim of safeguarding our priceless cultural possessions, as these are just not remnants of the past, but living testimonies of our history, culture, and identity. And with this, our future generation can connect with past, learn from it, and draw inspiration from it. Through this project, we have undertaken the painstaking task of restoring, preserving, and revitalizing these sites, breathing new life into them. During the course, we have achieved remarkable milestones. Around 100 key monuments, mausolea, baulis, and gardens, landscaping have been meticulously restored, preserving their original splendor while reinforcing their structural integrity. Our approach to conservation has always been rooted in sustainability, ensuring that our efforts are environmentally friendly and that heritage sites can be maintained for years to come. We have employed advanced technologies for documentation and analysis of our heritage site and have created detailed records that would aid in our future preservation task. While we celebrate the completion of this project, we also look ahead to the future. The work of heritage conservation is never truly finished. It's an ongoing journey. We are committed to continuing our efforts, expanding our initiatives, and inspiring others to join us in this noble endeavor. I would like to welcome all of you once again and express my sincere thanks to each and every one of you for being here today and for your continued support. May we take pride in what we have accomplished together and remain dedicated to preserving our cultural heritage. As we move forward, let us remember that our heritage is not just our past. It is the foundation upon which we build a wonderful future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. May I now request Mr. Louis Monreal, Director General of the Aga Khan Trust for Culture, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Minister of Tourism, Culture and Archaeology, Prince Rahim Aga Khan, Principal Secretary, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to speak very few minutes, but just to give you some factual data about the conservation and the rehabilitation work that has been done for the past 11 years at the Qutb Shahi Heritage Park. You have a brochure in your seats that I recommend to read because it provides also a very interesting historical background. Since we started this project, which was preceded by 2 years of intense survey and documentation, 3D modeling, since we started, a substantial investment has been made. An investment made jointly by the public and the private sector on the basis of a public-private agreement signed by a number of parties. The Department of Heritage, the Qutb Shahi Urban Development Authority, and AKTC. Under this agreement, and the leadership of Ratish Nanda, who is acting as a master of ceremonies this morning, a multidisciplinary team of specialists has been put together. It has been a team composed by researchers, conservation architects, engineers, landscape designers, specialized masons, stone carvers, carpenters, craftsmen of many other specialties, botanists and gardeners. I would like to thank you, all of them, for their competence and their dedication. During these 11 years, this site has also been an active training ground. Many young people have found the job, they found the specialty, and they left for other ventures. I wish now to finish by looking into the future. I would like to extend the existing public-private partnership, this collaboration that has existed so fruitfully during the past 11 years, to ensure this heritage park sustainability. AKTC, if the governor of Telangana wishes, will be prepared to continue operating and managing this park on the basis of a public-private trust. AKTC, as you probably know, operates and has built and operates many public parks in countries of Asia and Africa. They receive tens of millions of visitors, and all of them are sustainable. That's the goal for the park here, the Qutb Shahi Heritage Park. And this could be achieved by offering visitors a high level of services. And one of the services which is still missing, but in the process of construction, is a side museum. This will be a critical component to reach sustainability on this site. Let me finally conclude that we've been very honored to operate in collaboration with the government of Telangana, and other joint ventures with the government are still in progress. We are rehabilitating the old assembly building. We are conserving the Paiga tombs, and we have in motion still other projects. The fruitful experience acquired here with the completion of the Qutb Shahi Heritage Park encourage us to look at the future with optimism. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mandral. May I now, thank you for the reminder, and thank you for the acknowledgement of this interdisciplinary team that we have here. May I now request Honorable Minister of Tourism and Culture to address the gathering.
Namaskaram all. Honorable Chief Minister Sri Revanth Reddy Garu, His Excellency Prince Raim Aga Khan Garu and Prince Muhammad Ali Aga Khan Garu, and our MP Hyderabad Sri Asaduddin Owaisi Garu, and MLA Karwan Sri Kausar Mohiuddin Garu, and our Principal Secretary to Government of Telangana Srimati Vani Prasad Garu, and Director Heritage Telangana Srimati Bharati Holikar, and DG, Director General Aga Khan Trust for Culture, Mr. Louis Mondel, and Consulate General of US, Germany, UAE, and also Turkey, and High Commissioner UK, and Sri Ritish Nanda, CEO, AKTC, and all other distinct guests and my media friends. A concerted effort to preserve our heritage is a vital link to our cultural, educational, aesthetic, inspirational, and economic legacies, said by Steve Berry. On behalf of the people of Telangana, we are highly grateful to the Aga Khan Trust for Culture in partnership with the Department of Heritage, Telangana, and the Qutb Shahi Urban Development Authority for undertaking this noble work of preserving these masterpieces of architecture. It is with immense pride of great joy that we gather here today to celebrate the completion of the conservation and landscape restoration of the Qutb Shahi Heritage Park. This momentous occasion marks not just the end of a dedicated effort, but the beginning of a renewed legacy that will inspire generations to come. The Qutb Shahi Heritage Park, a jewel in the crown of Hyderabad, stands as a testament to the architectural brilliance and cultural richness of the Qutb Shahi dynasty. The intricate tombs, the magnificent mosques, the grand pavilions, all these structures weave a story of a bygone era, a story that has been meticulously preserved and rejuvenated through our concerted efforts. The Qutb Shahi tombs are a remarkable testament to the architectural and cultural heritage of the Qutb Shahi dynasty. This dynasty, which ruled the region from 1518 to 1687, left behind a legacy of monumental architecture that includes the iconic tombs. Telangana, with its rich cultural heritage, vibrant traditions, and stunning landscapes, stands as a testament to India's diversity and historical grandeur. From the ancient marvels of the Qutb Shahi tombs and Charminar to the picturesque beauty of the lakes and hills, Telangana is a treasure trove of experiences waiting to be discovered. Our state is home to an array of attractions that cater to every type of traveler. History enthusiasts can delve into our fascinating past through our well-preserved monuments and heritage sites. Nature lovers can explore our lush forests and serene lakes and wildlife sanctuaries. Adventure seekers can embark on thrilling treks and river rafting, while those in search of tranquility can find solace in our peaceful retreats and spiritual sites. It is astonishing fact that the need for separate department for the purpose of archaeology and preservation of culture heritage was felt 100 years ago, which was manifested in 1914 in formation of the Department of Archaeology. Today, it stands as one of the oldest departments in the country. Our aim always has been to preserve and promote heritage for posterity. This department has protected monuments ranging from prehistoric to colonial period, such as burial sites, Buddhist sites, Jain sites, medieval sites, forts, temples, Islamic structures, and British buildings, etc. The Qutb Shahi Heritage Park Conservation Project was envisaged in 2013 with MOU with the objectives of conservation, restoration, revival of traditional skills, environmental integration, and turning it into educational and cultural hub. Today, it is heartening to see that we could achieve these objectives. As we have completed this project, our next challenge would be to sustain it, and I am confident that together we can manage the site effectively. The collaboration between the Department of Heritage and the Aga Khan Trust for Culture has set a benchmark for heritage conservation in India. Having witnessed the success of this project, I request Aga Khan Trust to collaborate with Telangana in its endeavor to revive the historical glory through conservation and restoration of heritage monuments. We would also like to create circuit-based tourism projects which not only provide novel experience to the tourists but also aim at conservation of heritage and culture, ecological sustenance and economic well-being of local communities. I am happy to share that along with the Qutb Shahi project, several other restoration works are going on in Telangana like Saidanima Tombs, Sheikhpet Sarai, Badshah Ashur Khana, Utnur Fort, and Bammera Potana's Samadhi, Ramappa and its sub-temples, Afzalganj Mosque and Khaitabad Mosque, etc. As we focus on enhancing and promoting our tourism sector, our goal is to create a seamless and enriching experience for every visitor. This involves not only highlighting our unique attractions, but also ensuring that our infrastructure services and hospitality meet the highest standards. We are committed to investing in world-class facilities, improving accessibility and supporting local businesses to provide a memorable experience for all who visit. We are very grateful to Padma Vibhushan, Sri Aga Khan's efforts and contributions to social development, cultural preservation, and his efforts in promoting understanding and cooperation between diverse cultures and communities. Let this completion ceremony be a reminder of our shared responsibility to protect and preserve our cultural heritage. Let it inspire us to undertake similar initiatives to safeguard our past and to pass on the torch of history with pride and reverence. Thank you all for being a part of this incredible journey. Let us celebrate this achievement and look forward to many more milestones in our collective efforts to honor and preserve rich heritage. And I thank my Honorable Chief Minister who has kind enough to in the allocating budget for our Telangana tourism and culture. I thank one and all. Thank you very much.
Hello. We're very, very grateful that Mr. Owaisi, Honorable this area, Mr. Kausar Moinuddin, Honorable MLA are here today. Owaisi Saab has chosen not to speak. But thank you, CM Saab, for requesting him to speak for a minute. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Prince Zahim Aga Khan Excellency, Honorable Chief Minister Telangana, Janab Revanth Reddy Sahab, Honorable Minister for Tourism, Honorable Srimati Vani Prasad, IAS, dignitaries seated on the dais, Your Excellencies, I must really thank the Aga Khan Trust and the state government and the US Consulate for putting in great efforts in restoring and in bringing back this great historical legacy of Hyderabad. And I remember very vividly coming over here as a child from my school trips from HPS Begumpet. But this has been a fantastic job has been done And I thank the Aga Khan Trust, His Excellency Prince Rahim. And may I remind His Excellency that it was Aga Khan III who was instrumental in constructing the present Aligarh Muslim University. And in 1920, Aga Khan III had given 1 lakh rupees for the construction of the present Aligarh Muslim University building. So your connection with India and Hyderabad and history continues. And I thank all of them, and I thank the Honorable Chief Minister for sparing his precious time and coming over here. And I will really request the Honorable Chief Minister to examine the proposal made by the Aga Khan Trust in maintaining these 7 tombs so that this can be maintained and preserved also. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable MP Sahab. Request Honorable Chief Minister Prince Rahim Aga Khan and dignitaries on dais to unveil plaque. ऊपर से नीचे May I now request Mr. Luis Monreal, Director General of the Aga Khan Trust for Culture, to kindly present to Honorable Chief Minister a memento. Honorable Chief Minister. May I now request Mr. Luis Monreal to present a memento to the Honorable MP, Mr. Owaisi. For the Honorable Minister of Tourism and Culture. And for the Honorable Principal Secretary, Mrs. Vani Prasad. May I now request Prince Rahim Aga Khan to please address the gathering.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Chief Minister, Telangana, Honorable Minister, Tourism and Culture, Honorable Members of Parliament, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. May I begin by extending my gratitude to the government and people of India and Telangana for their warm welcome and hospitality. This magnificent ensemble of pavilions, gardens, stepwells, and mausolea within viewing distance of the Golconda Fort is first of all a testament to the skill, talent, and ingenuity of the people of this city and their forebears. Together with others from near and far, they have demonstrated their commitment to enable the past to inspire the future. This site is the final resting place of the Qutb Shahi dynasty, which governed Hyderabad for 169 years. As we see when we look around us here, the Qutb Shahis were not only remarkable builders, they were also great patrons of arts and learning. It is in bringing forth and enhancing that legacy that the government of Telangana and the Aga Khan Trust of Culture have worked together to create a unique site unparalleled in its grandeur, diversity, and completeness. The support and commitment and dedication of the Telangana government has made this a strong and fulfilling partnership for which we are deeply grateful. To our generous donors and partners, the Ministry of Tourism and the Government of India, Tata Trusts, the US Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation, Indigo Reach, and the German Consulate are due our warmest appreciation for their support and resolve to preserve and revive this inheritance for the benefit of the whole world. 12 years of complex restoration and conservation efforts by the Aga Khan Trust for Culture in this joint venture has conserved almost 100 monuments and revitalized the landscape and ecology across this 106-acre site. As we pause for a moment to take in the splendor of this achievement, let us reflect on the energy and dedication of the multidisciplinary team that has undertaken the work. Craftsmen using traditional tools, building materials, and valued craft skills have strived to match the stucco work from 5 centuries ago. Landscape architects, ecologists, horticulturalists, and gardeners have planted over 10,000 trees, creating an ecological buffer to the heritage zone. Another 5,000 trees are planned. 6 baolis, 2 of which were discovered recently, were cleared, desilted, reconstructed, and restored, and now contribute to a surplus of water to irrigate and maintain the gardens. Since 2022, over 20 million liters of rainwater have been collected annually. We are honored to have been instrumental in creating the Qutb Shahi Heritage Park. In doing so, we not only recognize the art, architecture, and engineering prowess inscribed in the history of this city, but also address future environmental and climate challenges which are not just cultural or scientific, but concerns of primary urgency. Beyond the restoration of the built heritage, the strength of this collaborative endeavor lies in its combination of landscape and garden design. The Aga Khan Trust for Culture has created or restored 10 major parks and gardens around the world, following the guidance of His Highness the Aga Khan, concerning our responsibility to protect the natural world and to respect the power and mystery of nature. Indeed, one of the ethical principles of the Aga Khan Development Network, a group of agencies that seek to improve the welfare and prospects of people around the world, is to work towards a sustainable environment in its physical, social, and cultural dimensions. Today's ceremony does not mark the end of the Aga Khan Trust for Culture's presence in Hyderabad. We are engaged with the government of Telangana on 5 other projects in the city, including the Pega Tombs and the State Assembly. We are also in discussions to establish a management trust for the operations and maintenance of this heritage park. Our work here is part of a multi-sectoral commitment of the Aga Khan Development Network and organizations under the direction of the Ismaili Imamate to the people of Telangana. It remains our hope that our endeavors in education and early childhood development, women's development, climate action, and disaster risk resilience can continue under a structured framework to improve the quality of life for all the people of Hyderabad and Telangana. I therefore greatly look forward to returning to this beautiful city and to its warm and generous people in the future. Tomorrow, the Aga Khan Trust for Culture will inaugurate the Humayun World Heritage Site Museum. It will enhance the visitor experience to Humayun's tomb and Sundar Nursery. A site museum is also planned here at Qutb Shahi Heritage Park, which will serve both the park and the Golconda Fort, and which will present the achievements of the Qutb Shahi dynasty. While His Highness the Aga Khan could not be here today, I find it appropriate to end with his words. Quote, "Creating green spaces in urban areas constitutes a significant improvement in the quality of the environment and people's living conditions. There are leisure spaces and meeting places for all ages and all social categories, encouraging different segments of the population to mix and integrate. And they have proved to be catalysts for economic activity and a source of employment, both directly and indirectly, particularly through the services provided to visitors. Even as we look back in time at a moment like this, so we should also look thoughtfully ahead. Even as we sense today the influence of the distant past, so we should also think of generations yet unborn, people who will live here and people who will visit and who will see this site as a gateway to their own history. Thank you.
May I now request the Honorable Chief Minister of the Government of Telangana, Shri Revanth Reddy, to kindly address and give the presidential address.
Thank you very much. Aga Khan, our Honorable Member of Parliament, MIM President Asaduddin Owaisi ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and my colleague, Cabinet Minister Mr. Jupalli Krishna Rao, and Tourism Principal Secretary Vani Prasad. It's my pleasure and honor to be here today with all of you in this Heritage Park. It celebrates the conclusion of extraordinary restoration and renovation of this project by Department of Culture and Heritage, Government of Telangana, and Aga Khan Trust for Culture. I welcome each one of you to Telangana, a land full of history, culture and traditions that date back thousands of years. The region was ruled by Shatavahanas, Kakatiyas, Qutb Shahis and Nizam dynasty and others, each living behind their unique cultural imprint. Telangana is home for architectural marvels like Charminar, Qutb Shahi tombs, Golconda Fort, Paiga tombs, Thousand Pillar Temple in Wangal, and Ramappa Temple, Alampur Temple. All these are our heritage architectural buildings are there. The Qutb Shahi Heritage Park and 7 tombs stand as a proof of architectural brilliance and cultural richness of Qutb Shahi dynasty. Our government will preserve and protect the cultural and heritage of Telangana and proudly place it in the world map. Telangana is proud home for World Heritage Site Ramappa Temple, recognized by UNESCO. Starting with the MOU in 2013, the conservation of more than 100 monuments spread over 106 acres represents the largest ever conservation effort undertaken in India. On behalf of my government and people of Hyderabad, I place on record our appreciation and gratitude for generous contribution of Aga Khan Trust for Culture. I thank Prince Rahim Aga Khan for traveling to be part of this occasion and all distinguished guests present. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. Very grateful for your presence. One of the objectives of us at the Aga Khan Trust for Culture doing some of this work is to create models. And as such, on a new website dedicated to this project, the learnings from the last 12, 13 years of working here will be shared for access to a worldwide audience. May I now request Director, Department of Heritage, Government of Telangana to kindly give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Ratish. Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, esteemed guests, Team AKTC and my colleagues. As we conclude this remarkable event, celebrating successful completion of Qutb Shahi Heritage Park Conservation Project, it is my distinct honor to deliver the vote of thanks. Firstly, I would like to extend my profound gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Revanth Reddy Garu, for presiding over this memorable gathering. Sir, your presence and your words have inspired us to strive hard. We look forward for your unwavering support and source of inspiration as you always have been. I sincerely thank Honorable Minister Shri Jupalli Krishna Rao Garu for gracing the occasion and for being a driving force of the department. On behalf of Government of Telangana, I express our heartfelt appreciation to Prince Rahim Khan and his brother Prince Ali Muhammad Khan for witnessing this historical movement. Your support, contribution, and commitment towards this heritage preservation and restoration will be remembered forever. We hope this partnership continues and expands to many more monuments. I profoundly thank Honorable MP Garu and MLA Garu for being present here and for their continued cooperation. I thank Ms. Vani Prasad, Principal Secretary, for being bedrock of support and guidance. I congratulate the AKTC team led by Mr. Monreal and Mr. Ratish, and also I thank Mr. Sajjad and Shahir Associates for their expertise, hard work, and perseverance, which has culminated into what we have witnessed today. I compliment various stakeholders, partners, domain experts, artists, craftsmen, heritage department staff, whose domain expertise, resources, and efforts have created history in the field of heritage conservation. To our distinguished guests and attendees, I thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Your presence and support mean a lot to us and serve as an encouragement to continue our efforts in heritage conservation. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to media and each and every one of you for being a part of this journey. While today marks the culmination of our heritage conservation project, it also signifies a new beginning. We look forward to your continued support and collaboration in our future initiatives. Thank you.
Dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here today. As the dignitaries on the dais make their way back out, I would like everyone to remain seated and then join us for a tea in the Hammam courtyard. Thank you. Please remain seated till the dignitaries leave the tent.